Hello, with the newest list for the DeMarco family favorites is utensils. Roman, get a shot of the utensils I've got down here. Do you see them? What are my top 5 utensils? Looking here, this may surprise you, but I'm going with the tablespoon. Number 1. Why? Why? To me, this utensil, this instrument, means something good's coming. Ice cream comes to mind, number 1. Bowl of cereal. It's just a nice size. It's a good shoveling device. When I see this, something good is coming my way. Number 2, and this is a close call because these are 2 great utensils. I'm going to go with a fork over the steak knife. And I'm thinking steak, but I'm thinking anything. You need the big, long, fingers here to just jam into things. It's a wonderful, wonderful instrument, and congratulations, fork, you're number 2. The steak knife. This is another instrument that reminds me that something good's right around the corner, and usually it's meat. It's steak, it's pork, it's chicken, it's turkey. You can use it to butter, but not great. But I think it's a solid 3 and very close to number 2. Love the steak knife. Coming in at number 4 is a surprise, but not if you know me. It's the big old spatula spoon, the big mambo spoon. Because if you're making a big vat of something and it's on the oven, you want to use the big vat spoon and really enjoy it. And you get some quantity there. You could put some serious substance right there on this spoon. Number 5. Listen, I love bread and butter. Sometimes you can't get the snake knife quick enough to get steak, and he'll get the job done, but he sneaks onto the list, the butter knife. 2 utensils that are not in my top 5. The teaspoon. This feels like disappointment. When I'm holding a teaspoon, I'm not getting much of anything. I'm just a little, tea. Tea's okay. I got no problem with tea. But this doesn't get it done. And this thing, the salad fork, worthless. Why would you use this when you can use this? Stop making salad forks. This is a waste of time. And there you have it. My top 5 utensils.
Hello everybody, I'm Roman DeMarco with DeMarco Family Favorites, and I'm here to list my favorite utensils. The fork. It's versatile. It's classic. You can't go wrong with the fork. You can eat anything with the fork. Number 2, we got the tablespoon. When you see the tablespoon, you know you're going to pig out. Whether it be with ice cream, whether it be with like 17 bowls of cereal in the morning. Anything you need with the spoon, piggable, outable. It's great.
Piggable, outable?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't question it. Next up, we get the steak knife. There's something special about the steak knife. It's the only utensil with an actual handle made of something that's not metal. All right. It makes it very comfortable to hold. It's got a nice feel to it. And when you're cutting steak with the fork, it makes it feel special. Being able just to eat one piece at a time as you're going along with the steak knife, just cutting it along, it makes it feel like a true treat. Next up, the butter knife. This thing's also incredibly versatile. Not so great at the cutting department, but better at the spreading department. So if you're more of a spreader than a cutter, I can see why you'd put this over the steak knife, but I'm definitely more of a steak person than a spreading person. So, but you can still cut things with this. I've cut steaks with this. It hasn't gone too well, but I've done it. It's very versatile. It works great. Next up, we got the serving spoon. You know when you see this, a feast is coming. All right, when there's a vat of just food in the middle, this thing inside it, you're just shoveling food onto your plate. It's like, oh yeah, it's time to eat. And that's my top 5. Now moving on to what does not make the top 5, we got the chopsticks. These are incredibly versatile, but I'm horrible at chopsticks, so there's a little bit of bias against them for me.
And they're good to drum with.
Oh, they're great to drum with. If you want to be annoying like Alexander over there, they're amazing. But as in terms of a utensil and eating food, it gets the job done. Doesn't work great, but it gets the job done. Finally, our last 2, teaspoon, the disappointment of the utensils. What can you do with the teaspoon that you can't do with the tablespoon? There's really no point for the teaspoon. And then we got the salad fork. Alexander, would you like to explain what a salad fork is?
You eat salad with it.
Why do you need a salad fork when you can eat salad with a regular fork? It doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Well,
it's a waste of time. It's a waste of space. It's a waste of metal.
And smaller.
It doesn't make sense. And that is my list.
My DeMarco family favorites. And this is the best utensils. Number 1, this spoon. It's good for cereal and ice cream.
Tablespoon.
2, a fork. Solid. You can eat stuff with it. 3, teaspoon. Yeah, you can eat smaller stuff with it if you need a spoon. Butter knife next. 4. Butter's always good in bread. I cut things.
Okay.
Next is steak knife.
But you don't like steak.
Well, I cut like chicken with it.
Oh, okay.
That's good. Next is this. If you get it, it's like a Thanksgiving meal.
The big serving spoon.
You know you're gonna get some good food. I'd say salad because no one ever uses this, but it's fine. And I know how to use chopsticks, but not well. So yeah.
And what's your position on the spork?
The spork, I think it is very useful.
Does it make your list?
But yes, it would make my. I think I would take out the steak knife for it, because it is very versatile. You know.
You'd put it in front of the steak knife.
Because a spork, get it? Like, if you're having soup, and a chicken noodle soup, and the chicken falls off, it's not gonna happen with the spork, because you can have chicken on the prongs and still have the soup
Okay.
and everything.
All right, that's fair.
This is Noble DeMarco, and today I will be listing my 5 favorite utensils for the DeMarco Top 5 lists. And my favorite utensil, what's it gonna be? I'd say, it's the fork, and the reason I think it's the fork is because I use the fork the most. Like it's the most common utensil for me. Most of the things I eat are eaten with a fork. And so that's why this is my favorite. My second favorite, once again going off of how much I use them, it's gonna be the tablespoon. The reason I like the tablespoon, I don't know, it feels good in the hand, it's well balanced, which is, balance for me is a big thing when it comes to utensils, you don't want to feel something. My third favorite, definitely the butter knife. This is,
Okay.
what's your deal?
No, I like the butter knife too. Go with it.
I don't know, the butter knife, you use it more than the steak knife. If you only use this for a steak or big meat, and this is for any other purpose, cheese, butter, anything. So this is a really good tool. You use this way more than this.
Okay.
My fourth favorite is gonna have to be the steak knife, because when you see a steak knife served, okay, getting a steak, a pork, a chicken, you're getting a big old thing of protein. You can never go wrong with that, you know what I mean? Fifth favorite. I'm gonna say, the little spoon. This may come as a surprise
The
to people.
teaspoon.
The teaspoon.
Okay. Wow.
I just don't have a problem with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a littler spoon. It's not even that much littler. It's just okay, you're out of this spoon. I never really cared what spoon I used or fork I used. It's never really occurred to me that. Oh, they were different sizes. It's just that okay, this one's a little bit smaller. This one's a little bit bigger. To me, that doesn't matter. How big they are. You can still get the same amount. What is it? My that's my top
So
five.
would you put anything close? Would the chopsticks or the salad fork come close?
The salad fork is a 6. Yeah, these two are about the same. But I don't know. I feel like they tried too hard on the design with this one. Like the prongs are all fancy and the handles all fancy. Like this one's just a fork or a spoon at the end of the day. But I don't know. I just feel like they tried too hard with the salad fork. I mean, it's called a salad fork at the end of, you're just eating salad. But I once again, I don't have a problem with just, like, you can eat a salad fork with anything else. You can eat this fork with salad. It doesn't matter.
But
So,
it's not as good as with a steak to do a salad.
actually, it doesn't matter to me at all. The only, like, profound difference is that this one has a wider, like, base right here, and this one has a more narrow base. That's the only difference between the two forks. What is it? What am I at? 6th, 7th?
So do you care about chopsticks or not even?
So this is my 7th out of 8. This, I like, I don't even, like, can use chopsticks. I just think they're better than the serving spoon.
You don't like the serving spoon, why?
Not in the slightest. But yeah, the chopsticks, if you know how to use them, you can use them for anything. Not necessarily anything, but they're very handy. They're just, to me, they're lesser forks, I
Wow.
guess. And then this might be the worst utensil of all time.
I love that.
Why do you love it? Because you're a pig. That's why.
That's not nice.
I'm not trying to be nice. So this, who is going to? I feel like it's more like a spank. Like you give a spank with this thing. You can't eat this thing.
All right, you're done.
Can you imagine eating cereal with this big
All right,
old
sign
thing?
off.
So yeah, those are my top 5 utensils, and then the next 3. Thank you for not watching.